Uh. 80 Guerrero off the top ropes. My flow special and gory just like I'm Chavo. You feeling froggy then leap, we kill the tadpoles. Rob Van Dam, the whole damn show.
I welcome y'all once again to MCW. My name is George. Bianca, Leslie. How y'all doing tonight?
Feeling good, feeling good.
A little under the weather, but it's aight. It's aight. We're here.
The trip could have been anywhere else. But you're here with us. And man, a lot has been happening. A lot been going on. And I think the biggest thing, or one of the biggest things, is that the Chiefs are no longer, or they will not be the first NFL team to three-peat. And in fact, for me being pretty lackluster game. Congratulations to the Eagles, by the way. Y'all restore yesterday. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think what everybody's talking about positively and negatively, depending on what you're is the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime show. And I wanted to get that. It was very, I didn't know the word. It'd be fair to say.
I don't think it was controversial. I think it was on par. And then you have to think about it this way. Like, I've watched a lot of people analyze this halftime show to get all the little tidbits and stuff, because it's not only about Drake. Drake is surface level idea of what was actually happening during that whole halftime show. It's about the message that he was trying to give out, but also realizing the message is also approved by network television. So how much message could he give out?
Facts. With me, I was there for the music. I didn't really care about any of the subliminal stuff or whatever he was trying to put out there. I was there for the music. It's a good show. Good showing. I like the performance. I wasn't there for the subs, but they made the performance even better because I'm a top Drake hater. So, like him throwing a little shots, I'm like one of them, but they're gonna sue and then still end up doing the song anyway, bro. It's top tier in pettiness, and I love the pettiness.
I gotta give me a yes, loser, at least. I'll say this, man.
He did the Joe Hendry muffle.
That was accurate.
No, I'll say this. Like, people love I thought it was incredible fun. I thought one of the best that I've ever seen. Nothing topping friends, but we're not doing comparison here. People want to they got it like a revolutionary and they call but sometimes when you do something like this, it's like you just said, this is television. Can you do anything that was against the thing? I would get into that like him a couple years ago more exactly than me. So when that was in that same Super Bowl, cut out that hope part, and I get it. There's a lot of police that are going for protecting a lot of people. And the real revolutionary kind of thing is but it's the cat famously that many years ago the Olympics put out the Black Power this, and they took away their gold medals, everything, then get them back to the 40s and 50s. So it's like, what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice in your life to, put out story, message? So it's Kendrick very smartly posed the line on, I'm going to say something that people aren't going to like. I'm also going to, play within the margin. May little. This is that was a big week for Petty. The week before, he won 5 Russian. Now, and I'll say this. He, it's well deserved. It might go on the little bit Charlotte Flair vibe.
That's how you feel. I feel like it's not Charlotte Flair. It's more Becky vibes where people accept it. I feel like the amount of wins Charlotte has won, in a sense, if you're going to compare K-Dot to like a wrestler, I feel like Becky Lynch would be a better comparison because like people still be like, people will root for Becky no matter what, for the most part. For the most part.
No, true. I love it that at all. I'm just saying, like, both K-Dot and Charlotte, they and reserve what's been given to them. But it feels like, man, give them a little early. It's for all of you. By the way, just out there. I just wanted to say that, I don't ever want to hear about that Macklemore thing ever. I don't want to hear it. Your man's lost one time, and then the Grammy gave him 20 more Grammys. More. And they still complain, and people pick and choose when they want to have the Grammy prestigious around. When God loses, all the Grammys, they are not relevant. But when he wins the 20 something, it's not boy, more family that played great. So you forward to, you gotta choose your side. But that's my whole point. I think he just always a little push, slightly unnatural, but I do think that he deserves everything he has gotten, and he talked about it.
I think he deserves it, but you're right about the management giving him a push. I don't think all the songs, I don't think he should have won all 5 Grammys. Record of the year, song of the year, okay. But the other ones, I'm glad Mustard got some more Grammys, I'm happy for Mustard.
Don't agree. I wanted to kind of touch on one of the subjects of this performance, which again was brilliant. I'll keep saying that. Was great. And I just there's been a lot of analysis on the social media. One struck me, apart from maybe with Sam Gaffney. When they did that bird's eye view when the A1 part came up. Why did they do that? Because that's the pretender or performance, right? Why would they do that stuff specifically at that part? And I was wondering when I'm looking on the social media for building an analysis that I found, and it was that they had all lined up at that moment, like the would be like the treble clef and everything.
Oh, really?
You're right. Take a look at that when y'all get it. You know about it, there's a line and line in the scale or whatever. Like they all form lines and they
Of A minor.
Right.
So much.
Right. To think about it, that thing is
Listen, that man's pettiness, I wish I was this much of a hater to someone to hate this bad. Like him and Duolingo right now make this 2 haters in the world.
Like during Donald Trump, somebody did the street or somebody saying, I know I'm with and so,
But did you hear the theory? Sorry, not to cut off any emails. I was like, the theory of why the bird is dead right now is because Drake is dead, because OVO is dead. That's the theory. Because OVO is the owl.
You are right. I did not know the Duolingo bird was an owl. I was
First of all, Duolingo does not like Drake because he named another like language app in one of his songs. And they've been a hater ever since. It's like the funniest thing in the world.
I mean, that is new information. Oh man, I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't
Hacker.
Well, that I Duolingo, I guess. I get back what I think. You know what? I rated my Duolingo tonight. So,
Oh, I didn't. I got back in the game and I was like, oh, I gotta do this again.
hey man, we'll get you out of here for so it kind of goes into the segue. Drake dropped some sexy songs for you with Party Next Door. What are we picking with something? I'm gonna pass this on to the both of y'all here. I'm not a Drake guy, and I have no desire. If we're going to talk like pre-meeting, like, hey, we're gonna listen, I'll listen to it. But that wasn't me. Not going to call it a Drake. We don't do it.
I'll keep it short because I only heard clips and I was like, no. And that's the end of what I was gonna let you do. I only heard clips and I said no.
Nah, people are finally realizing how corny he is.
You know what? On the subject of that, like, I don't mean to be that guy. You know what I mean? We've been at least being Eurodly, like, we've like 15 years. We haven't been like with ticket times or nothing, but we've done like got we've had a bitch. And I'm like, well, what do we, you let it ride, my lord, mine. But I'm a little mad. But now everybody's hurt.
Exactly.
Now.
Because not everybody want to talk shit, but then when I was earlier in years, oh, you ain't Howard got as much money as that's all it is. That's because anytime you hit them with facts, they say, oh, well, you ain't got as much money as him, so you just hating on him. I ain't hating on him. He just
music gets shallow, bro. Oh, been bad. Like, and I'll say this, man, when Drake actually like started rapping, he could rap, and you could writing the lyrics. But when he gets and he starts rapping, I think he's really good at that. But it turned out I'm already freestyle. I didn't think crucify me. I didn't think a lot of this were 5 on 10, 5. So Tuscan leather, yeah, like brass. But again, though, you can count those songs on 2 hands and everything else. The this thing for more. And can't gonna do it right. Well, we read one band called Dido, but Toronto, or another place that we'll get to later. He's really sticking it to him, right? I think that's on a doubt. So, he's gonna recover. Thank you. And that album.
It's about to go number 1.
Right. So, congratulations. I'm not in a way downfall. But
you don't want that bad karma on you.
Interesting. I have a question. So, do you think it's going number 1 because people like it or because people hate listening?
Both. I think it's both.
Then I think people are definitely like the hey, let's fine. Yeah, they're gonna
Definitely.
that this, and then they're gonna twist it like, oh, he's being creepy or whatever. Because they already follow about a month, somebody like with the right. Like in back, so you talk about complex. It's real. And what else? What did you say the other week? Oh,
because people actually like
Yeah, if you like it.
big contingent for the thing. We're going to talk about the numbers. Part of the store had thing or week something to like like analyze. That fall through. I'll go get. I think that's. I'm not even mad at that. I think that is more than fair. Not every album is meant to be the dictation or the deep analysis. Some albums are meant to be enjoyed. So congratulations to both. We'll see in the preview. All right, man. So we got to get into the Royal Rumble. It was a while. I think I enjoyed it. I would say they do like have like how that was great. But basically, I forget what our predictions were. DIY retained the wrong that forward and came out and did another either.
It was the wrong tag team that I thought was going to come out.
I said pretty deadly.
It's the wrong tag team that I thought was going to come out, but still, it was a good match.
Yes. Cody Rhodes, beat Kevin Owens. That's it.
Match of the night.
Yes, but I also was like, Cody's titter-tottering again on if he's a heel or not. Floating a little bit too much on him.
I need him. I don't think he's not filtering.
No. He's not AEW like titter-tottering stale. He's just like he's titter-tottering. He's almost a patriot.
No, but I like Punk. We would look on like, hey man, that's responsibility for champion for the modern day and 134 took its toll. I like that. I like that they just like it's not just a cool thing. Yeah. There is a lot that and that's where I thought like adopting it with that. It worked.
The good thing about Cody though, with like, because they don't compare him to Cena and stuff, is they still have time to turn him before he gets super over till they can't turn him. Because they compare Cena. Cena
You
got
don't
over
think
to a
he's
point
at
where
that point?
not yet. I feel like he's at the, like, if they're gonna do it, it gotta be like now, like only something like that, or maybe like leading into next. But if it doesn't happen, and he still has the belt, then he's gonna be stronger.
Yeah, I see him as Cena already. Like, and listen, Cody is my favorite wrestler. Cody's my favorite wrestler. I see him already in like he's the Cena of this generation.
But it's Cena in like I've seen enough. Like
Not yet.
Right.
The only reason
the role, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now, the only reason I don't think he's seen it yet is because he hasn't been there as long. Obviously, like he left it, but I feel like that's the only reason why I haven't seen him like that yet.
Yeah, it felt like he was eating like Jericho and her angle, so then that's how it. Like one edge the thing, then. But it'll be interesting to see where it goes. Perception, honesty, and if he wanted this chamber with later, he will you know, main event WrestleMania, and the crowd will go crazy for that. And Cody, that might be. But I did want to Rumble winner, and the reaction they've been getting. The women's Royal Rumble winner, Charlotte, Flair, and Derek.
As we predicted.
Well,
As we predicted, there was no other person. Like, we went through the whole Rumble, and like, yes, having like Trish come out was great. Having Nikki come at 30 was great. But ain't nobody was gonna be in the Rumble but Charlotte.
Yeah, nah. It was obvious. It was like, why, bro? Why? And it's not even why. Right. It's like once it got to 30, I was like, okay. And then I started doing other stuff until the match was over. But I was still, ranting over. Oh, okay. Then you eliminate. Oh, okay. But it was like, all right, I'll just wait for the next match because it was obvious that she was gonna win. But I don't think it's deserved at all for her to just come back like that. Like, if they was gonna do it, bro, like I said, they should have just had her come back to Rumble.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have told her yet on the bowl if she out and all that. Like, nobody want to see all that, bro. Like, if they was gonna show vignettes or something, they should have did like what when Rachel's coming back from a quad injury, and they was showing his surgery, him working out and all that.
I feel like the vignettes were fine if it was any other pay-per-view. If it was any other pay-per-view than the Royal Rumble, where it is supposed to be a surprise of who the hell is coming out. You know what I mean? That's the whole purpose. That's the whole, we didn't know this person was coming out. The fact that we had 2 NXT stars come out, like, that was amazing. When Alexa Bliss came out, I was like,
Yeah.
That's the pop that I wanted to give Charlotte. Like, I didn't want the vignette. I wanted to be like Charlotte's back. Unless it was any other pay-per-view. Who cares? But this is the Rumble.
Yeah. I think we had spoken about it, Bianca. I think you had said they were showing the vignette. If you did that, but and you were showing the vignette so then you could know about Charlotte, so then that
Yeah.
and they, I really sense. Yeah, right. So I respect that. It's just sort of just, I lost, win, And again, like, because I'm thinking, I'm pretty like, and I'm nothing against people. Serviceable, right? But when it's her, oh God, this is not in that way. It's more like, everyone wanting slide ball or something. I don't know about this. You're not. Why? But yeah,
I don't like that. She gotta go away with me.
But damn. There was great moments. There were great moments in the ring that I enjoyed in the Women's Rumble. I enjoyed the push-ups from Roxanne. And yeah, I enjoyed like the little like tidbits. I enjoyed Nia like knocking out, I think it was like 6 women or more at once. Like, they had really good things that had happened during the Rumble. So we can like knock it. But like, we all knew who we were gonna win.
Yeah, sure. And the reaction we got the night was less than favorable, put it that way. You know what? I haven't
I think, I think they wanted her as a face coming back. And she's just so good as a heel that you should just leave her as a heel. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down.
But they wanted to bring her back as a face. Don't show the vignettes. Especially showing vignettes of her booling on the boat. Hey,
Yeah.
Or-
I think, there's so much that could have been done differently, but like Charlotte won. We all knew she was gonna win. I think the next night, like I don't think Rhea needed to come out. I think this could have been a promo on her own. But listen, she's about to face Tiffy. It's gonna be Tiffy time with Charlotte Flair. And I am very afraid that like Tiffy's not built. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, yeah. I hope Tiffany does win. I think they sent Rhea out to calm the crowd down.
Like, not rented by all.
And like it was like a last minute thing, like, oh well, yeah, just go out there,
Right. So I'll say this about the part. I shout out to her at delivery where she said, "Pick me, you don't respect things I need to respect." Love the line. So why are you going out to Charlotte? And I get you want to make it. But I'm like, why are you begging her? Like you the champion, yeah. Well, like it should be begging you. And again, it just puts her like easier when also there or even higher to get champion. And then that people also Charlotte. But I was going to ask like, that was Abbott, but with when Cody coming back would be one of the his first one. And Charlie, wow. But I can answer it that, Cody hadn't won one yet. And I was already 14.
Yeah.
But the main fumble winner, Jey Uso. Where that would have happened. Everybody that lives in real life, they're happy for it. I can't believe people are really telling me in 2025 that John Cena should have won. Are you out of your guys? And I'm gonna leave this to them.
Nah, Jey Uso was definitely a well-deserved win. It was a surprise. Definitely a surprise because
Yes.
and it's like everything I said about Drew McIntyre, for every reason I gave for him to win, they gave to Jey Uso because Jey Uso been on the biggest losing streak ever. He's putting everybody else over. Like everything I said, but they gave it to him, but it's well deserved for him. Well deserved, and to see him fight Gunther again, it's gonna be a good match. I just need I need him to calm down with the super kicks, and then we be all right.
And I thought about
You?
what's going on.
Okay, that's not much for me to say, but yeet. I was honestly very happy about it. Like, a lot of people weren't happy, but I was like, why? It was him or Cena, and I was there. I spoiled myself because I ended up having to watch this later. So I knew Jay won, but I liked how he won because the crowd swore it was Cena.
Like,
That crowd,
and it made more sense too because it's like Jey Uso, everybody over. So then put him in there with Cena. Oh damn! Now Cena definitely win.
And it makes more of that because they use not profitable.
yeah.
Stuff. Players, were point. And you can't be mad at Charlotte when mad at Jey Uso.
People were mad at both, though.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
People were mad at both. And
That's the first time I genuinely popped for a winner of a Rumble in a while.
I forgot for my hair. I was handshakes. I was kissing baby. Oh, yeah, that was a great moment. One thing I wanted to touch on quick, and it's very brief. There's some great surprises in there, but one of the surprises for us was not only did AJ Styles return, but his old team returned. And the much better one, the one he had so briefly.
And they actually got his interest this time.
Right. And so I just learned that I just learned that Death Rebel would be, I think at the end. Yes. Hey, I don't advocate anybody lose their job. But man,
Bro, these
shout out to the CFO.
these theme songs that have been coming out, like I have on Spotify the WWE albums from back in the day. Like I still listen to those songs. Full songs.
Anthology 1, 2, and 3.
What were the one? That's good.
Reckless.
Baby.
Like full songs that I listen to. Like I was so happy to hear the Cutie Style song back. I was so excited. It was like one of the first things that I told Victoria to talk about. I was like, yes, this song not changed.
No, man, glad to get it back. You know, next to her run. Wait, it's gonna be a little rough. With all respect, either I know they're gonna really react. Have the best thing is gonna be.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
You know what? In 2027, when the Rumble happens, wherever it happens, hopefully, there's not, you know, saying, hopefully there'll be more reaction to the song. That big yet people come out and go, they are. You know, right, you gotta see that.
Exactly.
So, whoever takes the helm, you know, best luck and with the rep and whatever they do next. But one of those people whose name I did not know, the Sonya Deville, and Sonya Deville, along with many people, were released. I think y'all want people who are released, but just for I'll do that and y'all get. So it's Sonya Deville, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows, Giovanni Vinci, Blair Davenport, Isla Dawn, Indy Hartwell, Baron Corbin, Keegan Knox, Cedric Alexander, Duke Hudson from Take Two, Electra Lopez, who was with the LWR. No, it was with the them with
Yeah, wasn't she with the?
the other. Oh my God,
Los Gazas?
the yeah, but like yes, that group and who's the leader of that. Yes, Santos Escobar.
Oh
yes,
yes.
Okay.
I'll read off that in. Paul Ellery and AOP, who were with Harry Fox. So quick thought on that.
I first of all, I hate hearing about releases. Like no one wants to hear about people losing their jobs. It's unfortunate. It's not a good like a fun topic to talk about. Like I wish every one of those people the best. I think a lot of those people are gonna go on to the indies and do what they do. Some of them have more chances, I guess I would say, than others. But it like some of these people weren't being used. Like, you know what I mean? Like some of them I don't even remember seeing them for a while. Oh, I understand why companies do this, because AEW just did the same thing with some other people that they have. It's just not, you don't want to hear anybody losing their job at the end of the day. And it sucks to hear that a wrestler got released.
Yeah, like it sucks for the people in WWE, but not for the ones at AEWs because they wanted to get up out of it. But nah, yeah, they wanted to get up out of there. Ain't nobody wanted to be over there. Nobody wanted to be. But that's a different story for a different day.
Look at me. Hey, so I echo the thoughts, man. I was actually before we started, I was looking at my cat with her called Daria Tony, I believe. And her speaking on that, and he was renegotiating the contract. And in the midst of that, in the court and what we agreed to terms, you know, a very unfortunate thing.
Yeah. Especially for someone like her, because they just put her with the 2 other chicks. And then they made it stable. It's like they did these the people that weren't being used from MC, like Alexa Lopez, they wasn't really being used like that. But you was using something in the building, you just made it stupid with her and she's the lead. And now you release the other two just waste out now. And then it's like LP and Paul Elridge. Why bring them back? They didn't even do anything. Move Wyatt 6 to SmackDown. And then that could have been a good feud for them.
Yeah.
And there were times I don't know what happened, but they just sort of stopped. On the AEW side, and y'all can correct me here, 3 names, probably more. There were Miro, it was Malachi Black, and there were Starks. That was his main.
And I wish it was still his name, but I digress.
After that, so, like Leslie was saying, they all wanted to go. I'm booking. I had no idea. Well, Ricky started yesterday. I don't know we differently, and I'm not particularly like excited to see them. I like them their first run.
I think it just depends. Like, I think they're great wrestlers. Ricky has all the youth in the world on him. Like, I wanted to see him in House of Glory and stuff. So like I think, and I when Ricky popped up for that challenge, for the TNT challenge when he first got to AEW, I was watching NWA and knew him from there. And I was hyped to see that man. It's the same way how I was hyped about Ethan Page. Like, I was watching them back when they were in like X, Y, and Z company in the Indies, and I'm just proud of them and where they are. And like at the end of the day, these wrestlers have to do what's best for their careers. And if this is what they feel is the best choice, by all means, let them do what they need to do. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't want to be there, by all means, do what makes you happy.
So for Ricky, I don't really know much about him. The only thing I seen was the match he had with MJS. But I do like his charisma. I do like he definitely can talk. Now, I can't wait to see what he can actually do because I tune in to NXT every week. So tag team match is gonna be lit. I would rather not see Miro back in WWE, but I would like to see Malachi Black come back as Aleister Black, just to see. One, I feel like he should come back and they battle out. He take over Judgment.
However, that might be known as that direction.
Too much.
I always think that all these folks have a 90-day non-compete. So when he 90 at NXT, it was, like
Rule.
But yeah.
They're well.
Yeah.
So that was like, so definitely very charismatic. I am not sure of the pose.
You don't like his pose?
Yeah, I got people out to attack in the time. Yeah, I did that at the flip. First off, that goes on TikTok and all the water.
Clear the face. You don't like the pose, man.
Yeah,
that boy's a star.
Yeah, I didn't say he wasn't. I'm just saying it's like, you know how like most had a Michael Jackson phase. But at one point you realize like, yeah, I can't do it like that. And that's it.
He was definitely that kid.
So that you at some point you go like and that's still like now I'm just like I don't even want to turn. I always it wrong. Uh, but congratulating the Ricky Starks. He's gonna do. We expect they did great things from him. He's like that. He's a lot star. And it that would be a great star. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Michelle McCool, who's Hall of Fame alongside the Blips. There's also a few are not lining up as more married to. I thought, in her time, she was the champion. I thought during excellent, carry that title with dignity now as a champion.
As much as you can when you have a butterfly title.
That's it. Rebound. And I also agree that I think she will, when she retired, it was a little bit pride. It was still when she would do. Maybe that is the best time to do. But yeah, I want to give that quick shout out to her. I think it's well deserved. We know it.
Yeah, I think she deserves it. She was a great champion. This champion. I feel like it was still divas, but she was the one that was still wrestling. Like she was actually trying to put on wrestling matches and not the 3-minute scrummages that they used to do. And now, even though she's married to now for Layla and that's into the Hall of Fame, it must happen.
Yes.
Your love Layla. She was incredible. And very charismatic. She was underrated. Everybody thinking about that.
It's well deserved. It's well deserved for her because she, in a time where people really cannot care less of female wrestling,
Right.
It's well deserved on her.
I also wanted to give a quick shout out to Tony Storm, who had made that again. Now, more time. AEW win for champion, which is a record. Had a great, even a great match. YMA, love the storytelling. Package, how rookie Tony Storm was developed. Become match and move and then concerned. Want to give the shout out for her. And also wanted to give a shout out to someone on the greener side, that is Miss Harley Cameron. Ultra talented young woman. Just ventriloquism, play guitar, and she just had a whole expert fire to birthday Monet thing. She so bad, and so the match I great. So she's clearly a little green in the ring, but it's like that in the promo. I don't know. I dream with though, but I think this guy going for her. Yeah, I love what he's doing. What do y'all think about either of those?
I know I want Bianca to take over.
I would wait and see. I was so happy for Tony Storm. I am here for her. My biggest fear though, moving forward, is that we don't have anybody that can combat with her at AEW. You know what I mean? Like no one has they haven't been building the women's division as much as they should. They do the storyline and that's it. And they have so many wonderful women wrestlers in that company that sure, there's small storylines here and there, but there's nothing like that concrete the way the Mariah and Tony story was, and who's gonna go? Are we gonna get a 3-piecer out of this? Are we gonna get Mariah again to fight her? You know what I mean? Who is the next person? And then Harley, She's not funny. I think she's the best comic relief like that we needed. She's been doing it for a while, being a comic relief when she was with Soraya and stuff. And when she like joined the Outsider for his when Tony decided to be Timeless Tony. So I think the women's division has something. And the only thing is to make sure that we continue pushing and hopefully they push all the women that they have. They have a very deep, diverse roster of women at AEW that I think they should be using as best as they could because WWE's roster is kind of shallow and they got way too many belts. There is, what is this? 4 belts, 3 belts, whatever. They got too many women's belts and not enough women on that side. And then we have too many women that's not being used in AEW. So it needs to balance somewhere for us.
I agree. So you could have like a Megan thing for it building to be a monster by Tony Storm, right? Like where how the you know that well, you know, you can argue that all they use the name PR. I don't know any gotta worry about that perhaps. But I don't they do that one dollar right now gold, so you know that certainly for me. I you know Murphy gets a lot of hate too. I think he's not I think he's one of the 10. So and I like the with so we were talking about Toronto earlier, but it's because at the Sky Dome, the elimination take place. It's gonna be I believe they play also the home of WrestleMania 18, if I remember that. How long ago I just doing real research. That's still the record gate for the Sky Dome.
Nice.
58,000 people. We'll see if they break that. Because they think to break every record. Yes. And then, you know, if I don't like to talk about that, but I'll be putting in for that. So we wanted to show. I'm pulling up the card here. I look back. Oh, wait, that might be. So, in an unsanctioned match, Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens with that.
KO. It's KO. I'm here for. I know. I was upset that KO lost. Understood why he lost at the Rumble. This is an unsanctioned match. Which I thought was funny. I thought they were just gonna be like, "This is extreme rules," but they did like what AEW does, like an unsanctioned. Like I can't prevent anything. My wonder is like, are they gonna like turn the lights down? Announce that like anything that happens now is not WWE's concern. So, but I will prefer that KO wins. I'm here for KO being the reckless menace, and he's in the right, so I don't care.
My friend, that's what he should lose because he's gonna be so right that he's gonna some way somehow Sammy's gonna go pull some shit out.
And don't even make it more.
He gonna be behind him like, I told you you're not my friend, and you gonna hit him with a roll up. After the most craziest match that I had by wire and all that.
Bro, we're doing everything hard. Like it. I'm gonna say Sammy too, only because whenever they go around one, Kevin Owens always wins. I think they won there. So in the tag team match, Toronto's own Chris Stratton teamed up with Stephanie Stroud, the babyface now. And they'll go against Isaac and this Lorette. Right? Yeah, go ahead.
It's Tiffin Stratus. Like they're in Toronto. Like this is not the old regime where they let the the homecoming person like lose.
Yeah, this is typical Stratton's full face coordination. That's how I see it.
But Charlotte interfere.
No. She pops up at the end on the Pakistan, maybe, but I don't think it's a field because you gotta get her like Tiffany over enough before Charlotte come out. Because like Charlotte comes out, is gonna burn out the face turn because everybody gonna forget about Tiffany when they see Charlotte. But having Tiffany try this and how do the hand raise and in the ring and everything, then unless you
know what? Now that you say it, man, I don't think you that. Like
that's another way to float.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Only stay in the back. Same thing. All right. So the men's elimination Chamber match, obviously a winner gets a dot for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. It is John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul.
You didn't see my face.
And Seth Rollins. So y'all go with the idea.
I'm still indecisive, bro. Like there is too many stories besides Logan Paul. There's so many people that can win in this match.
I think
Go ahead.
so he could lose to Cody, but he still get his main event match because they're gonna have lose to Jey Uso.
Here's the thing. Is the champion going to be the main event? If
Not the world title.
if I'm just saying, I don't think either champion might be the main event at Mania. Could be, but if we have Punk versus Reign, I don't think that we see a belt at the main event. We see them fighting each other. But again, there's just too many, and I just couldn't pick one. So I will pick Cena.
I'll be honest, man. I don't think there's any combination of Matt that a president of the as the main event for me. Like again, back to WrestleMania, Hogan and Rock to the main event, and that made. I don't think Roman that was like we're just doing main event. But anyhow, I don't know if only Punk still necessarily. I don't know if enough deep there, but it'd be great, man. That would draw a lot of money. I think it's gonna be Cena. I think it's gonna be Cena and Cody, Rick Owens. And I don't know what he really does after that, but that's like the lead in the we do that again. But I think that the one that felt Cody would be, you all who don't hold on. My
goal is Randy Orton.
Yo, I can't wait to see Orton come back. I'm not worried about
For that generation, my goal is Randy Orton.
Amen. All right. So for a championship shot at the women's world title at WrestleMania, so who faces Rhea Ripley? Is it Liv Morgan? Is it Bianca Belair? Is it Alexa Bliss? Is it Bayley? Is it Naomi? Or is it Rock and Eric?
Interesting. What? I'm not even going to play with you. Because if I see another Liv Morgan one, I'll be so tight, bro.
We love Liv, by the way. No, they just.
I think she does amazing, but I'm so tired of the both of them together. Like, there's so many other people they could be fighting. I think it's gonna be like a feud between Bianca, Naomi, and Liv and Roxanne. Not Roxanne, Raquel. Later on, like that's what comes out of this crap. But like, and that's what they've been kind of building right now. But like, to be honest, I want Roxanne, and I think she's ready for it. I think she's been ready for it. She's great. I'm all in.
Yeah, I would love to see Roxanne win, but it's a toss up to me. Like I don't know who to choose in the match. Like I want to see Roxanne win, but to do like a prediction, it's a toss up because it's like who's gonna like if they're gonna fight Rio because Rio's gonna lose to EO for the belt or whatever. So they don't fight her, are they gonna win?
Yeah.
Because Rhea is like,
Yeah. Where
people actually like her.
but I guess to me,
Not because of her last name either.
that's not probably. No, she just like a little invincible to me. You know how I see only title match out of nowhere, and that's like Rhea sometimes. Like, oh, I don't know, man. I was just looking at it. Nobody really makes one. Liv Morgan and John Cena to them. Bianca Belair, who I would pick just because I like Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
But she is probably gonna be involved in Naomi, Jade Cardio.
Good proof did it.
What?
That's fucking thing there. She just Alexa Bliss is she just came back. Bailey, I don't think that's where they're gonna go with her. I think she might be more fighting Roxanne at WrestleMania. And Naomi, same thing with Ruby.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no. I don't. It might be. Oh, did it get? I mean, you might have drawn this shit raffle.
Yeah, as much like Liv Morgan, I don't want to see it.
I mean, I don't. All right. Those are our predictions. It's now time for our next segment. That's where we give a wrestling or the particular TV with no explanation. I'll first. Bianca Belair should win every.
Charlotte was the right winner. So
I can't even.
it's right.
Um,
I should have been.
Hardy Boys in the Hall of Fame.
Not odd. Somebody red, right? Back off, right? Oh, wow.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
No record. Working.
I can't think of shit because of Charlotte. Oh wait, I got one. NXT is the best promotion out right now.
There you go. I like that. Oh my, what a fucking show, man. What a fucking and my thanks to both of you for once again joining me here, man. Next episode we'll talk about WrestleMania for real this time.
Great ball of fire.
Oh no. Hey man, we thank y'all. Thank you to both of you and thank anybody who watched. Follow us on the things, on the stuff.
On the stuff that are below in our description. Subscribe, please.
Well, we're all, you know, and all the things they pull on.